Yeah, great.
Give me a clap.
Clap
Yep.
right there.
Okay. This is good here. Then I don't have, there you go. Okay. Go ahead.
Hey guys, I'm Nick Pancheau, and welcome to my shop. I'm an architect by trade, so I draw buildings and I run a design firm, and I really enjoy that kind of work, but I still love to work with my hands, and having my own home shop allows me to do that. I really like furniture, like building furniture, have done a little bit of that in the past. Right now, most of what I'm building casework installations for the house. All things, framing, taping, drywall, paint, kind of everything related to home construction projects. So the shop for me has to be pretty hardworking. It's got to be multifaceted. It's not a dedicated woodworking shop, even though that's my real creative outlet, what I really like to do. So I've got to find a way to store all the stuff related to all the other projects you take on, and sometimes you go on the road and you go work for friends or help people out on projects. So you got to have a place to store all of those peripheral things as well. Yeah, so one of the great challenges for home shops is to be able to effectively manage all the different types of projects you do. So everything from home remodel, framing, taping, painting, drywall, to actually doing woodworking in the shop, and just all the other peripheral things. For me, the shop kind of has shifts and phases over time as I'm working on things. And right now, fortunately, I'm in a shifting back to woodworking phase out of doing some tile work and some, other yard projects around the place. Really nice when that happens because the shop cleans up and we get ready to kind of bring all the woodworking tools back out. So yeah, let's do a quick tour around the shop. It's a 2-car garage, run on a 200 amp panel. I've got a few isolated breakers, really 2 tools in my shop that run on 220, 240. The cabinet table saw, the Jet, and the old Grizzly 15-inch planer. Both those, I just share the same cord, and I just plug the one in that I'm working on. It's not a big enough shop that I need each of those to plug in separately. And with kids, I'm unplugging them when they're not in use so that we don't have any accidental startups on machines. Few things have to be on wheels when you're in a shop like this. So the planer pushes back against the wall and stores over there. Dust collection is closest to the 2 tools that require dust collection the most, the 2 biggest offenders. The miter saw has its own. I've got the just a little single point dust collection for that comes on when the saw comes on. So that works really well for me, helps keep the mess down over at the miter saw. This is a table saw centric shop. So everything is focused around the table saw. This is the old American Craftsman Workshop Jet table saw, and this outfeed table built by Todd a number of years ago has worked really well. It's been a great centerpiece for the shop. In theory, I could fit a car in here. If we had a hailstorm, you could maybe angle the front end of the car into the shop to get it out of the hail. But my wife, I think, really appreciates the creative outlet that I get in woodworking. So it's great. We park outside, no big deal there. The shop is really focused around helping build a great home and turn the home into a place that we really love. In this corner, I've got the Atlas machine lathe, my dad's old lathe, pretty fun. Really, I use this, make some pipes from time to time. Kind of a fun pastime. So I use this lathe in that process. And then if you need to turn a dowel, certain size that you need, it's nice to have a lathe like this. A little bandsaw here on wheels, so I can pull it out, use it, push it back, get it out of the way, and then the Jet drill press with the cross sled on it. I think this is set up right now to drill on an angle. I think I was doing some coat hooks or something last project through. The mobile table here, this thing has been awesome just for letting the shop be flexible. So this thing will come out and move around the shop depending upon what's happening. And this thing has really helped me build versatility in the shop. Again, this one built by Todd back in the day, and it's really changed how I use it in my shop. Let's see, I'll turn this back around here and push it back to its home. Down the wall, we've got a little bit of tool storage up high. Kind of the closing tool cabinet was one of the first things I built a number of years ago. So it still holds some hand tools. And as I've moved to a shop that uses both hand tools and machines, it's just a great place to keep that stuff in the background there. This bench really is kind of the grinder, polishing, sharpening bench, grinding wheel, polishing wheel, sharpening materials. A little bit of charging happens there. And then kind of around the corner, some bulk tool storage in the corner over there with some fasteners. The bench, kind of the big workhorse in the shop for me, the old Roubo style bench with the sliding dead man. Just super versatile, works really good for a number of projects. In a small shop for me, having a miter saw that is space saving was really key. So with this saw, I just really like this linkage style design on this thing. So it's a 10-inch saw, gives me I think 13 inches of cut depth on the saw, which is almost enough most of the time. And if it's not, I just flip the piece over and cut the other side. What I really like about the linkage is I don't have those, on your sliding miter saws, I don't have those two arms sticking way out behind. That lets this saw sit closer to the wall instead of having to pull it all out and have room for those rails behind. In addition, this saw is fairly accurate. Not like a Festool, but I think it's maybe as close as you can get without being in that upper tier. Again, just another smaller machine lathe over here, again, for working on pipes, doing a few things. Of course, the garage fridge, famous in any shop. I keep clamps in the corner, kind of in the back side of the door swing. That's where I have my rails for sliding for my track saw, which is really what I use for a joiner in this shop. I got rid of my joiner. It was just another piece of equipment. I didn't use it often enough, and the track saw has been a great way to mitigate absence of a joiner in a shop. Next to the stairs, adjacent to the door, I've actually flipped these stairs around a couple of times, just looking for the best way to orient things. So I've got Sheetgoods storage adjacent to the stairs here. It seems in this iteration, it seems like this is maybe the most efficient use of space. Wall hung dust collection from Grizzly there. That thing's working really well. I can fill that bag in a Saturday and then go out and dump it in the garden. So right now, the hose is just, it's hung from some janky wires and an old garage door stay. That's just so I can walk underneath of it when I'm in feed, out feed, doing a one-man show on the planer. Again, this planer moves, just rolls straight in, straight out. To mill long material, I have to open the man door to get things all the way through, and it's fine. I've done it when it's raining. I've done it when it's snowing. Obviously, this time of year, it's awesome. You can do it right now. So yeah, just set up a little in-feed roller and roll it out. Small shop, it's working really good for me. Here we're basically back to table saw again on this side. Router table on this side, which is working really good. Dust collection on this table saw, again, kind of originally set up and built by Todd. Blast gate down there at the point, and then I've just got this guy that rolls out. Collapsible hose. I just yank it over to the point and connect it at the time that I'm running that saw. This will stay connected for weeks sometimes, and sometimes I'm just putting it back away. This is a pathway for the man door, so obviously I want to try to keep this area clean. And this little kind of spot of space here is also the area that we store a lot of kids' bikes and kind of all those little peripheral shop things that you end up with when you've got a family. I've got 6 kids, and there's just all manner of kids stuff that comes in here, gets dropped, and then when I'm working, migrate some of that stuff out to the driveway, and then bring it back in. Working with the stacking boxes by job typology, electrical, painting, drywall, some of this stuff just on a roller so I can pull it out, push it back, get at the stuff easy and quickly, pack one of those whole things up in the back of my truck and go to a job site. I've got the rolling new Makita toolbox, which has worked really well for me. Again, this has helped if I'm going to help someone on a project and just put this whole thing in the back of my truck, along with a couple boxes of job specific tools, and get out the door without making a long laundry list of all the different things I'm going to need to take with me. Ventilation, heating, all of those things. I've got a little gas heater up in the corner, and that thing does a pretty good job for a shop like this. Insulated, we're 3.5-inch studs here, so not great R13 in the walls, a little bit more in the roof. I don't heat the shop all the time. It's just if I'm going to work on a Saturday, I'll kick on the heat on Friday evening, be out here, keep it 55 to 60 degrees when I'm working in the wintertime. If I'm making a lot of dust, or if I'm spraying finish and I just need to dump the air in the space, I've just got a insulated box that goes over my wall fan here, and this thing just kicks air outside, just helps dump the shop, and helps in the summertime if it's cool or hot outside, helps dump the shop there as well.
Looking forward, is there anything, like, do you see the shop basically staying as it is with what you're doing, or do you think you're going to make any changes in the future?
I think my needs are changing over time always. True. So I think, yeah, the shop's always shifting and changing. Tools are going to change as the girls get older and I start teaching them Tablesaw. There's a chance that I switch over to a saw stop, something along those lines that's a little bit safer and gives me some insurance there. And I think it's always just a game of, I'm not convinced that I need a lathe in here all the time. Yeah. I could use that floor space better in other ways. I think, yeah, all those things are always shifting and changing. Obviously, there's always a dream of, hey, let's build a bigger shop elsewhere. We've got a little bit of space here on this property to do that. So I think that could happen over time. But for right now, this shop's serving me really well for what I do.
Well, cool. Appreciate you letting us come in and check out your shop.
Yeah, thanks for coming. It's good, Nick, to see you.
Yeah, it's good to see my old tools.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm glad we can keep them running and keep them rocking.
I hope they serve you like they did me.
Absolutely. Hey guys, I'm Nick Pancheau, and welcome to my shop.
Hey, if you enjoy watching shop tour videos like this, showing your support, it's free. You can like the video, subscribe, share the video with others so that they might enjoy. Also, I'd love to hear your feedback. So if you leave a comment, I would appreciate that. Thanks for watching.